So the Queen's collection of Faberge really began with the close family ties between the British, Russian and Danish royal family. And the root of that is the marriages, the dynastic marriages made by the two daughters of King Christian IX and Queen Louise of Denmark. Queen Alexandra, Princess Alexandra, on the one hand marrying the future King of England, Edward VII, and Dagmar, of course, marrying Tsar Alexander III and taking the name Marie Fyodorovna. And they, together, those two ladies, became really Faberge's greatest patrons, and they would constantly exchange Faberge one with the other. And the royal family's love of Faberge in England has persisted really through 6 generations. So the Queen Alexandra influenced Edward VII to become a great lover of Faberge. That love was passed on to their children, and so on and so on. And it's become a really enduring passion for the family. And as a result, we have this extraordinary collection, the majority of which was actually collected prior to the Russian Revolution. So that's what gives it a very unique edge. It's very hard for me to say whether the Queen has a favorite piece because she's never told me. But I think one of the things that perhaps is quite interesting for people to know is that the Queen actually has Faberge around her in her private rooms, and she uses Faberge. We think of seeing Faberge in museums behind glass, and we can't imagine that anyone would ever use a practical object made by Faberge. But of course, that's what these pieces were designed for. So Faberge made all manner of kind of desk accessories and decorative objects, and the Queen has some of these pieces around her in her private rooms and indeed uses them on a daily basis. So I think that's quite a nice story, the fact that the pieces themselves are still in use.